Hello everybody, welcome to my first tutorial ever, and I just want to talk about how exactly I made this engraving effect in Blender. So here I have this material that I imported from Substance Painter, and it has all these great edge details and all the ambient occlusion that I don't want to touch, and I can change the UVs because, well, it'll change everything. So instead of that, we can just create a new UV map that it will mess up what we have before, but it will make it possible for us to add our details. And then we just go back to our normal UV map, and yeah, as you can see, the details stay on top of the original UV layout. So let me show you the example of the process on this little piece. As you can see, it has two UV maps, the main one for the main material, and we will create the new one for our pattern that we want to put in. This is all the main material images, and this is the one that we want to use as a decal, basically. There isn't any limits on what exactly you want to use, but in the best case it should be something like a black and white pattern, because it would work better as a height map. For now, let me put the camera icon on the second one, and let's call it like decal. And let's go to UV editing. I want this like sun pattern to wrap around the circle. So what I'll do, I'll just select all with A, press U, and select project from view. Now I have it like this, and you know what, before actually let me take this color and drag it right to the surface. And now we can see how exactly the decal will look on the model. So something like this, maybe even further. And yeah, as you can see, it wraps a little around the corners too. Now, this is our decal UV map, and if we go back to our main one, as you can see, the decal doesn't look as good here. So now what we do is, let me put it back here. We take this texture, Shift A, and look for UV map. And we select the decal UV map and put it into vector. And now you can see that it combines the UV data of the main material and of the decal. We can use it as a normal map, as a height map, and put it into the normal socket of the material, and you can see it already changes the look of it. And we can also use the color mix node to make the details pop even more. So I'll use a multiply node, and I'll take the metallic map, and I'll take the result of the color ramp of our decal here, and I'll put it into the metallic. Well, now it looks unified, but if I'll pull the factor in, you can see that the difference in metallic values basically changes and makes it more readable from distance. You can also use it to maybe change the color. So for example, it can darken the engraved parts. And yeah, that's how I did all of the stuff, basically. This engraved atom symbol, all of this, leaves and such. It's a really simple method, and I think it's really easy if you don't want to work with textures too much and just want to add super quick details as much as you want. And yeah, just don't forget to have the main UV map with the camera icon when you're done with everything. And always make sure that you have the right UV map selected for every texture that you use. Yep, that's it.